Hello everyone, we have Dr. Amit Karkhanis from Dr. Twacha, very famous person associated with many national pageants, and so nice of him to come here to the Tiara today. Doctor, would you like to tell any of these girls anything which would help them in their pageant journey?
Sure, thank you so much for inviting me, and it's always a pleasure to come here.
Thank you for coming.
Meet you after a long time.
I know we've been talking for a long time.
So I think we'll basically have a little interaction with the girls and just see what kind of queries they have, and I'll be happy to invite them. If they have any questions.
Wonderful, that'd be great. It's such a fantastic opportunity. You had a question, would you like to ask? Be a little louder.
Yeah, so my forehead is little dark than rest of my face, and it is not like
Just 1 minute, I'll just switch off the fan because it's getting too, you're not audible. Sorry, so sorry. Yeah, now you can ask little loudly.
so my forehead is darker than rest of my face, and it is not like I go to sun, I expose sun so frequently.
Sure.
It is not like that, but still it is dark. And I don't know the reason. I have applied sun cream. I have daily it's my routine to apply sun cream, moisturizer, but still it's dark.
Just the forehead is dark.
Yeah.
Right, so there people are saying you're not audible. You need to be louder if you're a pageant girl. So doctor, her query is that her forehead is too dark, though she uses sunblocks and
Sure.
sunscreens.
Since how long have you noticed it like this?
It's getting darker. Sometimes it looks dark, and sometimes it doesn't look dark. But I'm noticing this from past 5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
What's your age, man?
26.
Okay. I'll suggest you some creams. I can help you to get this down. Also, do you touch that area? Or?
Sorry, sir.
Do you tend to touch that area?
No.
You have acne also on that area.
Yeah, and most of the acne I got this side.
Right.
So I don't know the reason, but right now I'm getting on the face, but I don't used to get on face. I only used to get on my forehead.
Sure.
I'm not having dandruff too. So doctor asked, you have dandruff?
Hmm.
Yeah, and I am not having dandruff.
Maybe you can take a trip to the Koregaon Park, Dr. Twacha, and check it out.
Sure.
Sure. I can
Okay. Any other queries anybody has? Pooja or Debbie?
I wanted to ask, since everyone's hyping hyaluronic acid so much, do you think it's a necessity to use it every day?
No, I don't think so. See, basically, anything moisturized always looks good. Anything hydrated always looks good, right? So, if you look at a fruit, for example, a fresh fruit has a lot of hydration in it. But if you keep it outside for a few days, then it becomes dry. Then it doesn't look very fresh. Then the glow and stuff like that goes down. So, any kind of moisturizer is always good. So, when you apply hyaluronic on the face, it doesn't really go inside that way. So that's more like a fad. But hyaluronic is a good moisturizing ingredient as well. So as long as you use a moisturizer on a hydrated skin, it works out very nicely that way. So hyaluronic is just one ingredient among thousands of ingredients that you can use.
So I think limited knowledge is a big thing. What about retinol
Retinol
and
is good basically because it exfoliates the skin. So at night, especially when you apply retinoid along with the sunscreen in the morning, it always works very well because then the skin tends to remain a lot fresher.
Okay, fantastic. Great. That's a very good tip for me, aging skin. Anybody else who has any other question? Anybody with acne?
I have very oily skin, so what should I
Normally
do?
oily skin is good. Oily skin होती है अपने बाद में अच्छी दिखती है लाइफ में. But vitamin A. So normally if you face acne and if you have oily skin, then we give vitamin A high derivatives to control the oiliness. So we can easily reduce the oiliness. Like your tablet oiliness will go down.
Yeah. Yes, Deborah.
So people usually say that you should apply sunscreen every 2 hours, so is that, or just like twice a day?
See, practically twice a day is okay because ideally you should apply it every 2 hours, 3 hours, but it's very difficult. Practically you cannot do that. So if you're going out especially, or even if you're going swimming for example, then sunscreen becomes extremely important. But ideally every 4 hours you should try and apply it at least once a day. If you apply between 9 and 5, 20 minutes before you go, it's always good.
But if you are applying makeup, how will you apply sun cream on the makeup?
Sunscreen normally you always do apply last. So even if you're applying makeup, you have to just integrate in the routine in a way that you can apply the sunscreen. But it's a good question actually. So if obviously you're going on a shoot or something, they do the makeup later. Okay? So normally that's why most events tend to be in the evening, so that problem doesn't come. But yeah, so that is a practical thing. But you get chemical as well as physical sunscreens. So sometimes the chemical sunscreens you can use even if you're doing makeup. Physical makeup है कि शकल chemical ones.
Do you recommend any off-the-counter sunscreens, because most people don't know what to wear also?
See, normally in a sunscreen, you always look at two things. One is the SPF factor. So SPF 50 plus ideally is good. And you also look at something called plus written on it. So you have
Okay.
UVA as well as UVB protection.
Alright.
So SPF is only UVB it talks about. So essentially UVB talks about pigmentation. UVA
Okay.
talks about aging. That way. So wrinkles and all, you need a UVA protection. So if you have a sunscreen, have a SPF 50 plus and also has a plus written on it, it works very well.
So should we be buying these, sunscreens which dermatologists tell us, or should we just buy anything off the counter?
Ideally, from that background, I'll say use what a dermat
Tells you.
But because those are the more specialized ones.
Right.
So there are other ratings as well. But if you have a SPF 50 plus and you have a plus return, then any sunscreen would be okay. Then a dermat might suggest you something which is maybe more suited for your skin. If you also
Okay.
have a chemical on your
So I think everyone should go to a dermat at least
you can
once
always
in.
take but again, if something works for you, there's no reason to then change it. So if something is working for you,
Correct.
just because, especially I see a lot of people, especially in pageants, I see a lot of girls. So
Yeah.
This Instagram and stuff like that, right? So because you see someone else using a new product, they'll always keep changing products, and that causes a lot
Right.
of problems with their skin.
Correct.
So what suits you, you never have to really change. Right? But if
That's a
something
very
doesn't
good
suit you,
tip
then-
doctors giving you girls. Don't try to change something.
If something
But
works for you, don't change.
today though they are no, without any makeup, but because they've not learned makeup, it's only day 2 over here. But once they will learn the makeup, like you said, that you can apply sunblock after the makeup
You
also.
could. I mean,
Is it a spray kind of a makeup?
You have different kinds of sunscreens as well.
Sorry, spray
So
sunscreen.
You have a spray as well, but it depends on the kind of occasion also for which you're doing it. Because normally you would have a very light makeup. You not
Right.
have so much makeup, right?
Correct.
It's only for an event or something, and that time you might even avoid the sunscreen. I mean, it's not
Correct, correct.
because it's an occasion.
And for shoots also can we avoid, but if it's a daytime,
shoot normally you would
indoor
apply-
shoot.
Normally they would do a shoot. They would do the makeup at the site.
right.
They would apply a sunscreen, go to the site. The makeup guy would remove off all the makeup from the face, anyways, what they've applied.
Correct,
And
correct,
then they would
correct.
apply their own makeup.
Right. That time there'll be no sunblock.
And
It's
then there'll be
okay.
no sunblock. But, I mean, you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah.
Because Unless you become a
Unless it's an
star.
indoor shoot, then there's no problem.
There's no problem generally also because that's
Yeah.
in your hands anyways.
Yeah. And also the layering of the makeup might block the sun a bit.
It will. So, but normally, so you need to have some kind of a moisturizer or a primer before the
Yeah,
makeup.
primer we
because-
always use.
Because otherwise, and their skin in fact looks quite good today.
Good girls,
they get
they know
exposed
not
to
much makeup. Yeah.
and stuff,
No,
their
we
skin
use
might-
Dermacolor, so it's dermatologically tested
Yeah, yeah.
from Kryolon. We don't use local brands at all. And we use primers also. In fact, MAC has a primer with a sunblock in it.
Right. That's perfect.
So,
right?
so that would
works.
be a good idea.
Yeah, that works
So-
overall.
But they are little expensive MAC sunblocks. Not everybody wants to buy them. But
Cost is relative.
yeah. But when it comes to skin, doctor will tell you how important it is.
Yeah.
Your face is your fortune. Anything else you'd like to ask, girls? Yeah.
So vitamin C, we say कि vitamin C you should start include in your routine. So, I mean, you should apply vitamin C in the morning and night too, or one time is
See, normally I feel vitamin C is much better to take orally. Okay, because intake of vitamin C is a lot better than application. But again, vitamin C also sometimes helps with sun protection also in a way because it oxidizes when sun hits it. Right? So you might just apply vitamin C serum in the morning as well in certain situations where it might help you with that aspect.
so you can apply both times.
Technically you can apply both, but you will not really apply both. You apply once either morning or
So,
night.
which is the best time?
No, it differs from a person to person. So it depends on the full routine. So someone might need it in the morning, someone might need it at night. It's not like blanket for all. But generally we say to apply more.
So, doctor, I have a question on behalf of these girls. Many of them are nowadays suffering from PCOS
Yeah.
and PCOD, and their skin really becomes a mess. And unfortunately, with the makeup on, then it sometimes gets worse. So, besides, of course, going to the gynecologist or to doctors, dermats, any 5 tips you can give them, or 2 tips you can give them to
See,
Okay.
PCOD basically is a condition where the male hormones which are there, that goes a little higher in a female. Okay. So today almost 40% of females have PCOD, PCOS if you actually test. But you never really have to treat PCOD or PCOS. And a gynaec is best suited to give that advice if something really bothers you. So acne is just one manifestation of PCOD. So you otherwise have facial hair which comes.
correct
There's a typical look which comes on the face. If I see a person, I know generally they have
PCOD?
probably PCOD because there's a particular look. Which
becomes
is-
a little masculine, the look.
It can become a little masculine, but more of facial hair and stuff. More
Right.
of the face also tends to bloat up. So
Puffy.
you get more of swelling, puffiness in PCOD. So essentially, then there are different medicines which are given which can help both acne as well as the swelling to go down. So those work out very nicely.
Wonderful.
Again, weight loss helps a lot. So PCOD is correlational to weight loss. So it becomes more challenging also to lose weight because you have PCOD. but
And both ways it
both
goes
ways,
wrong.
But if you have to lose weight, so the moment you start losing weight, the PCOD starts coming in control. is what we say.
Okay. And somebody told me that a gluten-free diet helps in PCOD and PCOS.
You know, earlier when I was young, so milk was heavily propagated. Now, a lot
Right.
of people say dairy products and all we
Should avoid it,
So I
correct.
think again, it's very individualistic. So food per se only is very individual based. So you know, I used to have mangoes. My skin never reacted, but a lot of people's skin gets a lot of acne. If you have
Yes,
it.
yes,
So
correct.
again, so in some people who get a lot of acne, we do suggest a gluten-free diet or even a dairy-free diet.
Right.
Which does help that to go down. Also, one thing which new research is showing is if you have diabetes in the family, it might be a good idea to cut down on milk products.
Okay, so you got that really good tip from doctor. Anything else you want to ask him? We've been bothering him a lot with a lot of questions.
So, what is like the best skin routine you would tell us to maintain our skin?
Right. So there are a lot of different routines. So one is sunscreen is very important, especially when you go out between 9 and 5, 20 minutes before you go out, sunscreen application is very important. Second is moisturizer is very important, especially you guys are young, right? So however, at younger age you start the routine, probably helps you a lot later on as well. So moisturization is very important. Then in some skins we suggest a toner. So a CTM routine you must have heard anyways.
Cleansing,
That's the
toning,
basic
moisturizing.
So depending, if it's a very dry skin, sometimes we don't suggest a toner. But if it's a normal skin or oily skin, stuff like that, then we suggest a CTM routine, sun protection, moisturization. Moisturization is very important. A hydrated face. See, a moisturizer doesn't hydrate your face. Basically, it prevents moisture from inside from coming out. Okay. So whenever you wash your face, if you really dry it and then you apply moisture, it doesn't work. So when you wash your face or the body as well, so you pat dry it and then you apply a moisturizer. Then it always works a lot better because it prevents moisture from inside from coming out. So moisturizer is important. Then sometimes night routines and all also important. And makeup you have to always remove.
That's
So,
very important.
Makeup removal is very very important. Nowadays you get micellar water. So micellar water basically is something which really helps people, especially in this field, to remove makeup.
But it's very harsh. We've had a lot of breakouts because of it.
Normally the ones there are
The
couple of
guy,
ones which are
I don't want to say the
internationally,
name.
renowned. I'll suggest those.
There we have something called a makeup eraser cloth, which just warm water just removes all the makeup and it doesn't add any chemicals.
Sure.
So like renowned ones cost a bomb. The local ones would be a little not so great. Maybe if a dermat is recommending, it's a different story.
See, it depends what you want also, right? So for your skin and cost again is very relative, but I understand of course what she's saying. There might be cheaper options. there
Because
might be more
pageant
expensive
girls
options.
already have a lot of things to buy. Pageant shoes cost money, clothes cost money, you know. And so sometimes they scrounge on the important stuff.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
But in this field, again, in the modeling, acting field, I think micellar water becomes important. But of course, the makeup cloth, like I said, if it works,
Yeah,
then
it's
it works
working
for you.
very well.
And normally you require a double cleansing routine when you have a lot of makeup on.
Right.
So once you use even a makeup remover or
Yeah.
or a micellar bottle, then you again wash your face.
We do that. And we have our makeup cloth has got two sides to it. One is that, and the other side is a scrubbing kind of thing. I just showed it to them this morning only.
Yeah, that's perfect. If it
Because
works,
finally the makeup has to come
it
off.
has to
That's
come
the
off.
thing.
Makeup has to come off.
Right. Any other questions?
My last question.
Yeah.
So I was watching YouTube and I was taking some skincare tips down, and there came a video where the dermat said that you're never supposed to rub your face with a towel after washing it, like otherwise you tend to get wrinkles really quickly. So is that true, or you just pat it dry?
See, everyone loves their face. I don't think, practically in a very ideal world, what you will do is okay, but practically it is not. It's very difficult to do, right? But yeah, normally you would pat the face, but you would obviously dry. You would rub.
You have to do it aram se only. Obviously your face is, like doctor said, we all love our face. Whatever we are born with, God's beautiful gift to us. We will take care of it. So that was so informative. Thank you, doctor. It's so kind of you to give these, and we're so lucky you're here on the second day, so they can at least follow this routine. Today they don't have any makeup on as such. One or two do, but most of them don't have. So you've seen them in their real skin as well. Thank you, girls. Please thank. You're a lucky batch. You got to meet India's top dermat, and he's the guru on this. Thank you.
Thank